You don't hate green bean casserole, you just suck at making it. So come with me as we make my non-healthified green bean casserole that literally every single person loves that eats it and asks me for this recipe. I do not measure, so you're just gonna have to roll with it. And I make it different slightly each time. We're gonna start off with a yellow onion and a half quarter, I don't know, 3/4 stick of butter. Stick that into the pan. Yes, I put a little Pam in there. You don't have to put Pam in there, but I wanna make sure my butter doesn't burn. And you saw, I always have the garbage bowl. Where are my Rachel Ray girls at? I was obsessed with Rachel Ray when I was in college. And so I always have a garbage bowl out when I am cooking. So we're gonna put all of the onions into the pan with the butter. Then we're gonna do a big thing of mushrooms. We're just gonna put them in there. Like we're just gonna set them in there. We're gonna let them cook down. While we do that, I decided that I was gonna put some cream cheese in the microwave, and then I realized, why am I putting the cream cheese in the microwave? Let's just put the cream cheese into the pan and melt it with the onions and the mushrooms. And so right here is when I was like, okay, we're making a bigger mess than we need to. Let's just do this. So we put the cream cheese in the pan with the mushrooms, and then I did a big can of cream of mushroom soup. You can do 2 cans if you don't have the big can. And just melt this all together and let it cook down so that it's all mixed in really well. Then what I do is I take frozen green beans. This is the best option. Please do not use canned green beans. It will be mushy, it will be disgusting, and trust me, this makes the biggest difference. You can do fresh green beans if you want, but I really just find that this is the easiest way to do it. And I always make this like a couple days ahead of time and just have it ready to pop into the oven on Thanksgiving. So I do 4 bags of green beans. You could do less if you need less, but this is what we tend to do. We always end up having a little bit of leftovers. I have this big ass bag of cheese that cost me $18. Yes, $18. I'm not gonna measure. I'm just gonna pour some into the green beans before I add the mixture that's on the stove with the onions, the mushrooms, the cream cheese, the cream and mushroom soup, all the things. We're gonna stick it into that pan, and then we are going to mix it together. If you do this in a smart way, you don't have to make a mess out of a bunch of different dishes. So once you get it into the pan, you are going to spread it out evenly and make sure the mixture is getting into everything. It takes some time, have some patience, but I promise you it's better than making a mess with a bunch of different bowls. Then I just make sure I spread it out so that it's laying flat. And then I'm going to top it with, yes, more cheese. Remember, this is not a healthified version, and you can have these things once a year and indulge in it and you will be fine. Nothing is going to happen to you. So after you do that, what I do on Thanksgiving is I put it into the oven at 375 for about 45 minutes. And then the last 15 minutes, I will add the French's onions to the top and then pop it back in and